Evening on Bjornholm. So, what have we been up to? Well, I can tell you, we got our sugar beet harvest done. As you can see, we've got all our sugar beet here in storage now. I think we've got, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, we've got 236,000 litres of sugar beet in storage now. So that's all good. When that goes on a high demand, we should be in the money. We brought the Holmer back. That's here in the barn now, undercover. What else have we got going on? Well, we've got a contractor at the minute down on field 37 doing the wheat harvest for us. We have no straw in our forage wagon down at the cattle. So one of the jobs I do want to get done tonight is pick up the straw swaths with that. What else have we been up to? Well, we did invest in another trailer, which you can see here. We have the Flegel, not the Flegel, sorry, we have the Crampy trailer on our New Holland tractor. And one thing I did do, if you notice there, we've just put a couple of trees in just by our silos there, just to blanket them away a little bit. I think that looks pretty cool. So first things first, what I want to do is take this New Holland with the seeder down to field, is it 16? Yep, get this down to field 16. So we'll just leave that crampy trailer there for now, because I have recultivated and we have also fertilised that field. It just needs some seed back in the ground now. So if we take this horse seeder down there, hopefully it will connect onto this New Holland tractor. Hopefully. Yes, it does. Thank goodness for that. Because we did have in the last episode, if you do remember, we struggled to get that Flegel trailer on the back of this New Holland. That was one of the reasons I went and bought that crampy trailer. Because yes, I know we put the rear weight on and it didn't look too bad, but it does look better when it's actually on the hitch correctly without the weight on the back. So let's just go into cab view. I think what we'll do at 16, we will put another sugar beet harvest in there because it was quite a good return on the crop that we got. So we'll just let this van get past because we don't want to cut him up. That wouldn't be ideal. We've got anything coming the other way? No, we're good to go. We haven't got long to wait now, guys, for FS17 down to 24 days now. Ooh, can we get through this past that car? No. I've just wrecked that guy's car. That's a big insurance job coming my way. Thankfully we are well insured. We still have got this corn harvest to do as well. We will get that done before we are much older. Now what I do want to do, I do want to put a headland in for this guy before we set him off, because he does have a tendency to run into the traffic. But if we put him a headland in at this top end first before we leave him be, then he should. Oh, we're just missing a little bit there, so we'll just straighten ourselves back up a little bit. Now I have had a couple of you asking me about doing some forestry. Now I'm not avoiding doing forestry, but I'm not very good at it, guys, to be honest. I do struggle. But what I will say is in FS17, if you have seen, excuse me, there is another tree harvester coming out so hopefully that may make things a little bit easier. What I may do a little bit of forestry just offline, just to get me up to some kind of speed. But I do promise you I will bring an episode of that, because I know a few of you have been asking for that. So we will get that done at some point. But just at the minute I do want to concentrate on getting the silos filled up, so we can get a little bit more money into the account, so we can get the better equipment, things like that. So I may just run down and just do a quick headland down at the bottom as well, so that we don't have to babysit him, so to speak. I'm sure it would be fine turning around down at the bottom here, but as I'm sure you are all aware, guys, these contractors aren't the brightest bunch in the world. So if we just run one strip of beats across at the bottom end here, then I'm sure we can leave him to crack on with this job without him having too many issues. I'm just wondering if that fence may be in our way. Got a funny feeling it's going to be. Don't want to take the neighbour's fence out. That wouldn't be good. We've already got an insurance claim coming from that car that we ran into. So let's just get him straightened up here, and then we can send him on his merry way. So just see how he gets on there. I'm sure he'll be absolutely fine. So we'll just teleport through quickly. We'll go see how our contractor's getting on with that wheat harvest. I'm sure he's pretty much ready for being offloaded, I would have thought. I'm sure we have left the straw swath on. I am hoping we have anyway. You can see we've got our case puma down here with our Flegel trailer attached. So let's just jump in, just drive around the edge of the field. So I know one or two of you have been asking for me not to drive into the crops, which I am trying my best not to. But as I'm sure you are aware, with this game, sometimes it is a little bit difficult, because he is actually at the wrong side of us. So unfortunately, I do have to drive into the crop now and again. So just let him get offloaded, because we can't really leave the tractor trailer where it is. Because when he runs back up the field, he will run into us. So it shouldn't take him too long to get this offloaded. And then what we'll do is we'll just run down quickly to the cattle sheds. I think I've got the Deutz far down there connected onto the forage wagon, and we can get some of this straw picked up for the cattle. So we'll just leave this here out the way, and we'll just run back across to our pickup. Just run through our wheat field. Good job I don't suffer from hay fever, because oh, we're at the wrong side there. The pollen and the dust off that stuff is pretty bad. So let's head down to the cattle shed, and we can pick up and get some more bedding for them. we're like there. Yeah, we're pretty good at that. Looks like we are going to be tailgating our traffic again. I don't know if any of you did see the dev blog the other day regarding 17 with the tractors and the vehicles, the pickups and so on and so forth. We can now customise them. We can pick which tyres to put on. We can also pick the colours, the engine type, which is going to be pretty impressive. You can see the cattle down here feeding away. Just have a look at the feed actually, see what the... So we've got 16,000 litres of mixed ration, 22,000 litres of silage, grass plenty of. Yeah, so they're pretty happy. So let's jump into this Deutz. We'll get some beacons on with us going onto the main road. And we'll go and pick some of those straw swaths up. Yeah, we're clear at the junction. We don't want any more car accidents. What I have been thinking about doing now the cattle are producing these slurry for us, I've been thinking about purchasing that Zunhammer slurry tank, which is something we could look at. So let's get some of these swaths picked up. So we'll lower the pickup down. He's actually got his beacons on again. So he's looking like he's ready to be offloaded. See the swaths going into the forage wagon there. See a bit of dust that it's kicking out as it's picking those up. Don't think it will take too long to fill this wagon up. I think it's about 25,500 litres it takes, something like that. Just wondering if our contractor has stopped. Yep. So what we'll do is we better get him offloaded, because he will be costing us money and we don't want too much downtime from him. You see, this time I've not had to run into the crop too much. So actually rolling down the hill a little bit there. Forgot to apply the old handbrake. Let's just have a look what I was saying about this slurry tank. So it's $38,000. I do like it. It is very nice. And then we've got the cultivator that attaches onto the back of it. So I think what we may do is, once we've got these straw swaths picked up, I think what we'll do is, in fact, I can leave him there offloading that. We'll fill this up, guys, and then we'll nip down to the shop, and we may, like I say, go and get that Zunhammer picked up. It is a nice slurry spreader. I have used it on my Westbridge map a few times. It is pretty good. So like I say, I think we've got about 80,000 litres of slurry at the minute, which they will keep producing for us. You can see we're already 78% full on the forage wagon anyway. So this job hasn't taken us too long at all. This forage wagon was, if you remember, one of the actual DLC mods that Giants gave us, which we should be seeing a lot more of in FS17. Now, whether we get the modded maps, I'm not too sure. I'm led to believe that we are not getting the maps. That's what I've heard. We are getting the vehicles and the implements, but regarding the maps, I have heard Sony aren't too keen on the scripts which come with the modded maps. So that's a little bit of a disappointment for the console. But at least we might get some of the vehicles, things like that we see on PC. One of the mods I am hoping for is the Follow Me mod. That'd be pretty good. And whether that comes off or not, guys, I'm not too sure. I'm sure we will find out in the coming weeks, months. So let's just take this into here. We'll see how much more bedding they will take. So yeah, there's plenty of bedding there now. That's all good. So let's try and get this parked up over here. Mind our feeder wagon. So yeah, that's not too bad. Just the fence. So we'll drop that off here. And let's go and run down to the shop with this Deutz-Fahr. And we'll go have a look at that slurry tank, I think. What we're like at the junction, yeah, we're pretty good at that. How's he doing down on 16? Yeah, he seems to be doing fine with that job. Come on in, you blooming BMW. Let's get past him. So we still have all got all this land to purchase still. Like I say, once FS17 does release, what we will do, we will get a schedule up and running, so that you guys know what to expect every other day, I would think. Like I said, we'll carry on with this Bjornholm episode, we may as well, and then we'll have the Goldcrest Valley episodes, and of course the Sosnovka. If that's something you would like to see, please leave a comment below. So let's get this bought, guys. Shall we get the cultivator as well to attach to the back? Yeah, we might as well. Because with the cultivator on the back, it doesn't discharge the slurry out quite as quick. So let's have a look. Yeah, it's a nice It's a nice slurry spreader, is that? The Zun hammer. And then, as you can see, our cultivator here, which attaches onto the back of this thing. So let's get this attached up to the Deutz. I think it will look quite nice with the green Deutz of our tractor. That's attached on. Now for the fun and games of getting this getting this cultivator on. Let's see how this goes. As you all know by now, my reversing does leave a lot to be desired. Oh, that's not good. That camera angle's not the best. Oh, come on, Terrier man. Get your act together. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spin round and come at it just from a tighter angle. What will I like at that? There's got to be something like, surely. There we go. We got there, guys. So as you can see, that looks pretty damn good. So let's take this down. Let's get this filled up with some slurry. Just have a look how much we do have in storage slurry. So liquid manure, 73,000 litres. So what we can do, we can get this filled up and then we can start cultivating that field on, is it, oh, I've totally lost my train of thought just there, guys. Sorry about that. Up on field 37. Right. Let's get back onto the road. Let's come out of cab view. Here we go again with our traffic. I think our contractor may nearly be finished now, down on 16 with that sugar beet not sugar beet harvest, seeding the sugar beet, if I can speak. I'm just thinking that pickup is probably in our way. Who left it there? Which idiot left that pickup there? That would be me then. So let's just leave that there just for the minute. And get this filled up with some slurry. I'm sure if I remember rightly, you do just pull alongside this thing. So as you can see, that's filling up now. How's our contractor doing actually down at 16? Yep, he must have finished now. I'm sure that combine will be ready for offloading again. At 37. Yep, he is. I can see from here he's stopped. So we'll have to get that offloaded. We're almost full now. We're up to... Yep, there we go. We've got 18,500 litres of liquid poop. So let's get this... Run up there, watch this fence. Yeah, we're just skirted the fence there. Does look the business, does this this spreader. It's pulling up this hill better than I expected. So let's go see how he's got on with this field. I know we've still got some straw swaths on this field, but we can cultivate them back into the soil. It will all rot down as compost. So just leave that there just for the second. Let's run down and pick up this trailer. I think we did leave it at the bottom here, didn't we? Yep, we have. It was a bad angle. It was actually in the it was actually in the trailer of wheat there. I think this load will actually fill us, so we'll just have to run this back to main farm and get this put into the silos. We'll think this tank out of this case will get us up to probably 100%. Shouldn't take too long just to offload this combine. So we're at 99% full. Soon to be 100% in a minute. There we go. 32,000 litres of wheat again. So let's go and get this put into our silos, ready for when that wheat goes on a boom. This field 23, we also got that recultivated. We have got canola once again growing in there. So we don't have a great deal of canola in the silos at the minute. I know that the return on canola, I have said it before, it's not brilliant, but it is a good price for selling. Watch that crampy trailer. As you can see here, this is where we put the trees in, just to break up those silo tanks. And it looks okay, to be honest. Some a little bit different. I'm just wondering what we have got in storage wheat now. So we've got over 200 litres of stored wheat. The wood chip is up in price, silage is up in price, which we don't have any of. That's another job that we do need to get done on the farm. Getting that corn down by the biogas plant, chaffed up and turned into silage to get into the pits. Yeah, we've got plenty of jobs to keep us busy, guys. That's for definite. So I'm wondering if our contractor is nearly empty. Not nearly empty. Nearly done with this field. Yeah, it looks like he's on the last pass down now. Like I say, I'm not too concerned that these swaths are still to collect. Like I say, we can work them back in. Back in with that slurry spreader. So just get that piped out. Get that offloaded. He's only got 5,000 litres in there. So that's him all finished on that field. So I'll just pipe that back in. Just fold the harvester up for now. I'm just going to leave it just for the minute, just at the edge of the field here. And we'll see how we get on with this new Zunhammer slurry tank stroke cultivator. It is always nice to have a new bit of kit on the farm. So let's jump in, get this thing unfolded. It's not a massive cultivator. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move to the other side of the field, because it's just a little bit hard just to see the edge of that field with those trees down that side there. Just apply some brakes before we run off halfway down the field. Right, let's get this. Yeah, that's pretty good. Killing two birds with one stone here. We've got the cultivator going, and we are also fertilising at the same time. Just going a little bit offline there. You can see we are working the straw swath back into the ground, so that will rot down. That will all help with our growth of the next crop that we do put in. I think what we may put in next time, we may put in a corn. I do like to mix up the different crop types. I don't like to keep one crop in one field. It does seem to be doing a good job, does this? I'm quite impressed with that. Like I say, it will save us having to run back down with the fertiliser spreader. It's not chucking the slurry out too fast. Making a good job of the land. Yeah, that's pretty good. What we do need to do, we do need to go and pick that New Holland up down at 16. So I may come back to that job, guys. So I'm just going to leave that there for the time being. Shall I leave that Flegel trailer down there with the wheat in? Yep. I know we teleported through then, it's not something I do like doing, but sometimes needs must. Like I say guys, do get October the 25th marked down in your diaries. For that evening we will be taking the first look at the Goldcrest Valley map. Can't wait for that, pretty excited. As I'm sure a lot of you are. You can have a look at the first bit of land that we start out with and the new layout to the map. Have a look at the trains that have come to the game. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to bringing the episodes of 17 to the channel. So do, like I said, do stay tuned for that. I'll just get this run back down to the farm. It's looking pretty grubby. It looks like it could do with a good clean. So get the jet wash on it. I did attach a weight to the front of this thing because it was a little bit light on the steering. Got all that wheat there growing in field 30 stroke 29, which we did convert, I think, was it about 2 episodes ago now? Something like that. Right, so let's get this cleaned off because it is looking pretty grubby. Like I say, I do like to take pride in the tractors and the machinery. Treat it well and it'll treat us well in return. Like I say, we have had a few wet days on the farm, so obviously it's understandable that things are going to get caked in mud. It's looking a lot better now. A lot cleaner. Will save us on maintenance bills. Like I said, we don't want the oil filters and the air filters getting clogged up with dirt and muck and stuff. So I'll go and get this parked up. And I will say, guys, thank you very much indeed for watching the video. If you have seen anything you've enjoyed again, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't done already, hit that subscription button. There's going to be lots of episodes of FS17 coming to the channel, as well as us carry on with this bjornholm. So yeah, thanks very much guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers guys, see you later, ta-da.